I can be pretty fit. I think I am overall fairly fit, and I'm able to eat pizza at least once a week. And you know what? I have chips too. I had pizza and chips the other night. Hey there, Coach Devin here. Let's talk a little bit about having a healthy relationship with food. Now, that's something I am a huge believer in. I think that a lot of people have bad relationship with food, and I think a lot of things go into that. And quite often, we get in a position where people get into, they have a relationship with food that doesn't work, or it's a combative relationship with food, or it's a negative relationship with food, and that's to me where my job comes in to help people do better with that. Before you get going, hit that like and subscribe down below, please. That's the heart. And if you hit the bell on the other side, that'll alert you when I'm doing my next video. I try to make videos to help people get more healthy and fit. Been a trainer now for 28 years. This is what I love to do. I love to change people's lives and hopefully help them have different relationships with exercise and food. That's sort of my thing. So please like, subscribe, share this with your friends if you think it's helpful. All right. Healthy relationships with food. It's easy to get into a bad relationship with food, and the reason we get into bad relationships with food is actually really simple. We, have heard a lot of, diet, diet, diet. I mean, especially women. There's an enormous amount of social pressure on women. If you walk through any grocery store, all you see is things saying, hey, this is an amazing diet, and if you follow this diet, you're going to lose 40 pounds in one day, and ridiculous crap like that. And that, in the end of the day, none of that is really real. None of that is something that is reasonable. And all it does is put incredible pressure on women and men as well, but specifically women, to be in this constant diet, constant lose weight, constant get, more fit, you're not good enough mode. And it's a bad spot to be in. And it creates this relationship with food whereby some things are bad, right? You can't have this, you can't have that, it's not healthy. It's not going to be good for you. You're not allowed to have those things. And none of those things are good. None of those things are good. In reality, let's be honest. You can get fit. You can lose weight, I should say. You can lose weight eating just Oreo cookies as long as you're caloric negative. You'll be horribly, horribly unhealthy. Like, you will be a very sick person, but you can lose weight eating Oreo cookies if you wanted to. Nothing really is inherently bad for you outside of maybe trans fats. There's nothing out there that you would say, okay, that's a terrible thing, don't you ever have that. And that's what I believe in. I don't think that there's a necessity for us to say to somebody, hey, you can't eat this, you can't eat that. I don't take away anything from anybody. I tell people this story all the time. My son is 20 years old. Since he's been 2, so for 18 years, we have had movie night on Friday nights. My favorite night of the week, we have movie night, we eat pizza, we have chips, we watch movies. Sometimes we have M&Ms too. And that's my favorite night of the week. I love that. There's nothing I enjoy more than spending some time with my family and watching movies. I like movies. I don't watch a lot of television. I'm not a television guy. But I love movies. I've always loved movies. And for me, that has been a really enjoyable time with my kids and my wife. It's just a time that we can spend together and experience something together. Some people have games nights or whatever. Some people go out for drinks. I like movie nights with my family. I tend to be a bit of a homebody. That's who I am. There's nothing wrong. I can be pretty fit. I think I am overall fairly fit, and I'm able to eat pizza at least once a week. And you know what? I have chips too. I had pizza and chips the other night. And it's not like I got overweight. It's not like I gained a bunch of weight. In reality, you don't have to say there's no more junk food in your diet. That's not reasonable. You can still have some food in your diet. In fact, you can still have all kinds of food in your diet if you're just reasonable about it. You can still have drinks. I am a believer you should have 2 cheat meals every week. And the reason you should have 2 cheat meals every week is because if you're going to go out with your spouse on a date night, you shouldn't be held back on saying, oh, I can't eat this and I can't eat that and I can't eat the other. That's stupid. You should be able to have a couple drinks if you want to have drinks. It is all a moderation thing. If 80 to 85% of your diet is good and you're exercising, you can maintain that and you can do well without putting up all these barriers and all these rules around you. The first time I went on a date with my wife, or second time I think actually, we went to a pizza place, it's like a deluxe whatever pizza place, and she said to me, well, I'd like to go there, but can you go? And I was like, why couldn't I go? And she's like, well, you eat pizza? And I'm like, yeah, of course I eat pizza. I love pizza. Who doesn't like pizza? That is one of those situations where people have a preconceived notion that, I could never eat junk food. That's not a thing. It's not real. It's not anything. And you can eat junk food too. It's okay to eat junk food. It's fine to eat junk food. You don't have to be like, hey, I can't have this and I can't have that and I can't have the other. You can have those things. You just have to have things in moderation. You have to be reasonable. You have to be smart about how you do it. But there's nothing wrong with having unhealthy food or food that you enjoy sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, you should have it because it's what keeps you on track and what keeps you sane and what keeps you happy. That's the way life is. So, you know what? I am all about having healthy, smart relationships with food, not stupid relationships with food, not weird relationships with food. Let's normalize having, pizza when you want to have pizza. You can have that stuff. You just can't eat it every day of the week. But you can still be fit, healthy, and still be able to be, enjoying the things in life that you normally enjoy. If you have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, write them up down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.